Plaintiff Teresa Mack used to live by the defendant, and she claims it was like living in the OK Corral because he and his friends are outside shooting guns all day and all night. Teresa claims one day while the defendant was shooting, a bullet hit Teresa's home, so she's suing for the damage. Defendant Ira McDonald says he's a responsible gun owner who's had a gun permit for 11 years. Ira insists Teresa lives in a wooded area where people often hunt, and he was out fishing when the incident occurred. Ira's countersuing for harassment and defamation.
Start with you.
Well, it's living beside him is like living at the OK Corral during the Doc Holliday gunfight. There are gunshots all hours of the day and night. Him and his friends out target practicing.
At what? Target practicing at what?
Well, we're not really sure. My house ended up getting damaged because of it.
By a bullet?
Yes, sir. 45
You all live in a dense area? I mean...
Well, between the park and his house, it is wooded, yes.
Okay.
That's why we were
Gotcha.
amazed.
You have it? What do you want to show me here? And you hear gunshots often?
Yes, sir.
Is it an area where people hunt or something?
It's just a little narrow strip of wood. There's not much to it.
I got pictures of deer stands right here. There's 4 or 5 deer stands out there, hunting deer stands. Poachers out there. My dog got hit by stray bullets. I own 3 tattoo shops. I work so many hours. For me, my friends to be out there shooting, like Doc Holliday.
Let's see what you have. You say you show something that indicates it's a hunting
area
around your home?
Hunting, yep.
And you say there's no hunting that goes on around there?
There's 2. Yep.
There probably is.
Probably. So you don't know?
Not for sure, no.
Okay.
And that's directly adjacent from her house. If you see any other paperwork, you'll see.
Is it the strip of land you're talking about?
Yeah.
It's a bunch of woods.
Well, behind that little bit of a woods, there is an airport. We're down here where the trees thin out.
Okay.
Toward the top of the picture.
Well, my house is at the bottom by your hand.
Yeah.
And I do see I do see a ladder. I do see a hunting ladder, ma'am. All right, so we can't conclude that it's only him and his friends shooting if it's a hunting area, which he has indicated, and you don't know whether it's a hunting area or not. And he's very certain and shows me evidence that it is.
Plaintiff Teresa Mack is suing her former neighbor because she claims he was shooting his guns on his property and one of the bullets damaged her home.
What else you want me to know?
I do have a copy of the police report here too.
What happened?
Well, when the bullet hit the house, my neighbor Ellen and her husband and their dog were all standing outside when it hit. And she ran in and called the police because we knew it was a bullet or something that had left a hole. Because when we got to looking up by the back door, at the top of the back door, there was a hole about that long.
What did the police do when they came?
They did the report and they went and spoke to him.
Oh, you told them you thought it was him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he had been out there.
Ma'am, state your name.
My name is Ellen Stanglin.
What do you want to tell me?
I am her neighbor. On the night that this happened, well, let me say, at first, there's a lot of shooting going on day and night, even at midnight. Now, how can you shoot a gun at midnight? When I called the police because the bullet went right between my husband and I. And you could tell it was a bullet.
The bullet that hit her house?
And hit her house, which is about 10 feet from me. And I immediately went in and called the police. The police said, when he came out and everything, he said that he has gotten several complaints about this guy and his friends target shooting. But the policeman said that he told them that they are shooting towards the southwest. Okay. Our park where we live at is southeast.
Let me get the police report. Sir, what do you want to tell me?
First of all, I'm going to start by your honor saying that I'm a very responsible, person. I've been shooting a long time. I've owned my gun permit for 11 years now. I hold my lifetime gun permit. I own 3 successful businesses. I attend every one of my kids' functions. This lady has called the cops numerous times to where...
No, sir.
No, sir. That's not true, sir.
Let him finish.
As my witness here, fiance, I'm not even home when the cops even showed up. I got a phone call saying the cops were there. I was out fishing all morning.
When was that?
On May 8th. This is the day that this was supposed to happen.
It happened in the evening.
What
at
time?
7:30.
And
where were you at 7:30 p.m. or thereabout?
Yeah, we was out fishing. I was in Syracuse.
Okay.
And I had probably 4 different incidents to where I'm at work and I get a phone call from her that the cops want to talk because, again, we're accused for shooting. There's shootings all over. It's what you got to deal with in the country. I mean, I got pictures sitting right here that my dog got hit by a tree.
Clearly it's a hunting area.
You know,
deal with that in the city too.
So you got to deal with that in the city too. You make a good point.
you know what I'm saying? But,
that's a good point.
But for her to pinpoint me out, as of 3 days ago, we had called the cops. My neighbor was shooting directly at the same direction as the
we called the cops, you said.
Fiance, witness here, actually.
He's saying what?
That the neighbors were shooting. Cops came out.
So you all called this time?
I called.
On someone?
Not on him. Not to make it a big deal. Nothing like that.
Okay.
Just because of this lawsuit that was
you
going on.
You wanted to make sure that the police were aware that you all heard the same things. Do you have anything indicating that you all called the police?
No, we don't. And that's which I guess I shouldn't have brought out. I was just saying more or less we called too just to show that there's numerous
When
gunshots.
the police spoke with you, what was the nature of that conversation? How did it end? What?
Basically, he said there's no law against shooting on the country. There's nothing he could do. And I told him I didn't want nothing to do about it. I just want to report it that I didn't shoot. And he was like, well, we can't make a police report on something that you're not trying to file a claim against or something or something like that. What are we going to
On May 8th, did the police ask you whether you were involved in a shooting then?
Well, when I pulled up to the house, there was 2 officers at the house. That I guess they were sitting there for 15, 20 minutes.
Your Honor?
And this was...
Hold on, ma'am.
And this was way earlier that they...
All right, so did they ask you about it or not?
Yeah, they asked.
And what was your response? Did you tell them what you just told me? You were in Syracuse fishing?
Yeah, I told them I was in Syracuse
All right, they didn't write that down for some reason.
I don't know why they wouldn't write that down.
Okay, all right.
He seen my boat out there. He seen me pull up with my boat. Both of the cops did. And this was all dropped for a long while. Then a detective showed up weeks later talking about that they're going to pick up this case and want to take pictures. So I let him take pictures and do what he had to do. And there was numerous...
How long ago?
From the detective.
Yes.
Yes.
How long
This was
ago
like
did the detective come and take pictures?
2 weeks after May 8th.
Okay. So end of May, they came and took pictures. You haven't heard anything from them since?
Nothing.
All right. Typically, the detectives only come if the police officer believes you've done something.
Correct.
That's when they say, detectives, we believe the defendant did something. Go and make a case.
Correct.
So the police believed you did something.
Well, he called me. She was calling the detective, wanting me to
That
pay
doesn't matter
for it.
what she does.
Right.
And what matters is when the police came out, they spoke with you. After speaking with you, they believed that a detective needed to get involved because they believed that there was probable cause to think that you did it.
Plaintiff Teresa Mack is suing her former neighbor because she claims he was shooting his guns on his property and one of the bullets damaged her home.
What are the punitive damages?
Well, when the detective came out and took the initial report and did his pictures and everything and talked to her and I, he wouldn't even answer his telephone, his door, or anything else. The detective was trying to talk to him, so we didn't have to go this far.
Okay. And the damage is for how much?
The damage is $500.
You have any evidence of the... All right, that sounds reasonable. Sir, your counterclaim for $5,000 is for what?
For the harassments through being a neighbor. My daughter's cheerleading team ain't allowed over no more.
Over where?
To my house. We actually hold the cheerleading team practice at my house. My fiance here is part of the coaching of the team. So there's like 62 kids, but she does my daughter's group because there's so many. She's in elementary.
Why can't they come over?
So because when we had practice, there was practice at the house. One of the times while I was at work, the cops showed up.
Oh, they came by more than once?
Oh, the cops were at my house probably...
How often?
7, 8 different times.
7 or 8 different times and said
shooting,
that she called?
Well, not specifically she called. Somebody from the trailer park called.
So why are you suing her for harassment and the police coming if she wasn't the only one calling the police on you? Everybody's not crazy. Judgment for the plaintiff. I'll grant you your $500. Unfortunately, punitive damages can only be awarded if it was malicious and intentional.
Honor,
I don't believe he was trying to hurt you guys. I don't believe he was trying to hurt you. $500 is your judgment. Your claim is dismissed. As you said, people reported on you all the time. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
This is ridiculous. Old kook. You don't even live there no more.
Yes,
No,
I live there though, and you almost shot me.
I almost, how did I almost shoot you? Did you see me almost shoot you? Was I home?
Because you admitted to the police that you were shooting, yes.
Did it say in the police report?
The policeman came to your house right afterwards.
Was I home?
Yes, you were. You admitted it.
He wasn't home.
Did you read it?
You admitted
He came home
that
when
you
I
were
called.
target practicing with your friends. And you didn't know what gun did it.
Go ask the detective if there's been any more reports of gun shooting. And what does he say?
I can't even sit on my porch anymore because you're firing guns off all the time.
We'll make sure there's firing. It's nothing illegal for firing over there. So
And we have not
enjoy your
shot
neighborhood.
since then.
Well,
we go to the
who
gun range.
won?